All right. I think I am live. All right. So let me welcome those of you who will join me. Right. This is Mr. Abundance, one of the many voices in TBC. I did a broadcast the other day, but unfortunately, I turned off the video. And so the recording came out well, but you could not see Mr. Abundance, Mr. Disruptor. I'm just like TBC. I am a disruptor. And so this is TBC Vision made clear. And of course, this is my first broadcast, live broadcast. So mistakes will be made. Mr. Abundance is not perfect. I have been doing my training in my groups, which are very good, and people have been blessed. People in the Tibetan community, they spoke about the recordings that it has helped them to cash flow. I have numerous outpouring of gratitude for the recordings that I've been making in the group. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to do it because I am convinced and convicted that TBC is the right platform. Not only is it the right platform, but it is the first abundance-based coin. And the mission is the mission that drives me, the vision and the mission. The mission of TBC is to create abundance. That is why, as I contemplate on the abundance, as I contemplate how magnanimous our admin is with this program, I had to change my name to Mr. Abundance. And so that is my name, Mr. Abundance. And so welcome aboard. You know, there's a quote that goes like this: whatever is worth doing is worth doing poorly until you get it right. So Mr. Abundance will manage this broadcast. He will do it poorly until he gets it right, because I am convicted that this is the right platform. And so I welcome all of you who will see this recording, because we who are in TBC, we are at the front of the class. We are at the front of the class. And I'm saying to all of my TBCians, admin has already given us the platform. We have the platform. We have our economy in our hands. We have it. But we will not realize our economy except we caught the vision. The vision of TBC right now is to duplicate, because it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers. It's all about massive adoption. You have 8 million. Some of us have 17 million. Some of us have over 100 million in crypto asset in this community called the TBC, the Kringles community. And of course, all of us would like to cash flow. All of us would like to be able to spend that money without borders, because that is the opportunity TBC gives us to create an economy out of an economy. To create an economy out of an economy. It was Buckminster that says, never fight the existing reality with their own tactics. Yeah. He says, never you fight change with the existent reality. He says, for you to create changes, you must create a new model. You must create a disruptor. And this is what TBC has done. TBC is a disruptor. TBC is a disruptor. And I'm going to share some videos with all of us, because it is very important that we understand what is happening. Except we understand what is happening, we will be left behind. We will be left behind. And so whatever is worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it better. Until you can do it better. And so I will do what Jim Rohn says. No, it actually is Zig Ziglar. That we should not go where the path may lead, but we should go where there is no path and leave a trail for others to follow. TBC has given us an opportunity to go to path where no one has gone before. Where no one has gone before. A company that has made available, never before in the history of human life, that a company offers the opportunity for any ordinary man and woman around the world to become a millionaire. Never in the history of human beings that a company offers the ordinary men and women the opportunity to become a billionaire. Never before in history. With as little as $135, you can obtain it one TBC. One TBC to the world, 8.6 million in crypto asset. And it is crypto asset. It is no longer fake money. It's no longer fake money. All the traditional, or we call them the institutional investors, at one time they were calling it fake money, but not today. I want us to understand what is happening. You have the International Chamber of Commerce that represents over 45 million businesses globally. I'm talking about the International Chamber of Commerce. That is over in over 130 countries. They are now trying to introduce and are experimenting with blockchain technology. Why are they doing it? Ask yourself the question, why would the International Chamber of Commerce are now experimenting with blockchain technology? Why do you think so? Christine Lagarde, the director of the IMF, came out and told the world, no longer can governments and financial institutions around the world ignore cryptocurrency? Because if they do, it will render them obsolete. That is what Christine Lagarde says. And the World Bank and the IMF, they're smart, because they released 2 weeks ago that the IMF and the World Bank are now experimenting with cryptocurrency using blockchain technology. And they were so clever. They're trying to fool us again by saying that the employees who are doing the experiment will be given the coins, and the coins worth nothing. If they worth nothing, why are you giving them to your employees? Why are you giving them to your employees? If they do not have any value, who are you trying to fool, IMF? Who are you trying to fool, World Bank? Not Mr. Abundance. You cannot fool Mr. Abundance. And so, we know what is going on. We know what is going on. And so TBC is on track. TBC gave birth in 2016. We just celebrated our 3rd year anniversary. And so you're welcome. You're welcome to come on board, because this is the era of cryptocurrency. It's not going anywhere. Cryptocurrency is the trillionaire currency. I spoke ad nauseum that the millionaires that came out of the 80s and the 90s came from the brick and mortar stores. Our billionaires came out of Silicon Valley, the tech and oil. Tech and oil gave us our billionaires. The Microsoft, the IBM, the Yahoo, the Google, the Facebook. They gave us our billionaires. And I am saying to you that our trillionaires will come out of both tech and cryptocurrency. Our trillionaires will come out of both tech and the cryptocurrency. And so I'm saying to you, get on board the TBC train. Get on board the TBC train. Because cryptocurrency is here to stay. I spoke about cryptocurrency being introduced in 2009 using blockchain technology. A lot of us were ignorant, including myself. We were all ignorant of cryptocurrency. And probably if it was introduced to me, I wouldn't even pay attention. But I want you to grasp this. 10 years ago, March to be exact, when the Bitcoin was 0.003 of a cent, if you and I had invested $15, 15, or 9,000 CFA franc, today we will be able to cash out over 26 million US dollars, or over 13 billion CFA. That is what cryptocurrency has done. Ask yourself this question: what could you have done with $15 10 years ago that will be able to produce today 26 million US dollars? Ask yourself the question. Ask yourself the question. And so TBC is doing exactly what Buckminster Fuller says. He says, never fight, never try to change. Never try to change by fighting the existent reality. Never try to change by fighting the existent reality. But for you to change, you must create a new model. And that is what TBC has done. TBC has created a new model. A new model. The billion coin. The billion coin. So you have an awesome opportunity now. And right now we are in distribution phase. And so when you come into a TBC, you invest $135. That pays for your registration and also give you one TBC, because you need to have one TBC. If you don't have one TBC, you have nothing. And so right now, you are given an opportunity to be a participant in the crypto industry, because a lot of us lost the opportunity with Bitcoin. You should not lose this opportunity again. And so Mr. Abundance is saying to you, do not make this opportunity pass you. With $135, you can now own one TBC that worth over 8.6 million in crypto asset. That is what we're talking about. Move from back of the class. Who put you there? Who put you at the back of the class? Step forward. And so I am going to show two videos. I hope I know what I'm doing. As I said, this is my first time, and as I said before, whatever is worth doing is worth doing badly until you can do it better. Until you can do it better. And your conviction and your convenience cannot exist in the same box. I am saying that your conviction and your convenience cannot exist in the same box. And a lot of you are out there and you have been, trying to promote TBC, and you may be getting insults. People are not paying you attention. But I can say to you that he that have the last laugh will laugh best. He that have the last laugh will laugh best. And so your conviction and your convenience cannot coexist in the same box. One has to give way. One has to give way. And when you're tough on yourself, in the end, life will be easy on you. So don't write them off. Those who don't, matter of fact, I was on a Florist show about a month and 2 weeks ago. And I was joined by a young man down there in Uganda. I forget what his name is right now. I think I have his name somewhere here. Dickinson, that's right. I was on the call with Dickinson because I have been doing some WhatsApp recording, and I send them out on a daily basis through to many groups that are in TBC. And Dickinson told us that when her aunt heard one of my recordings, the same aunt who called him a scammer 2 years ago, when she heard the recording, she sprang into action and actually invested in TBC even more than he did. And she vowed that all her children will be a part of TBC. And so what am I saying? What am I saying? Is that this is a house that we're building. We're building a house called TBC. This is a global house that the world has never seen. And we are in the foundation. Not everyone fits in the foundation. Not any material go into your foundation. The foundation is the strongest part of any structure. Is the strongest part of any structure. And so the people that you think that will come now, don't be discouraged, but do not write them off, because this is a house that we're building and we're still in foundation. But they will come and they will be the walls of your house. They will be the roof of your house. They will become your windows, your locks, and your doors. They will become your fan and your AC, your stove, your spoon, and your knife in your house. They will become your Rolls Royce on one side, Infinity on the other, and a Jaguar outside the gate. That is when they will come. They have to see to believe. They are not pace setters nor go-getters. They wait for everyone to do it before they are convinced. And so they are looking to see the house built. They're looking to see your financial position change. They're looking to see some evidence of what you're saying. But the time that they will see, it will be too late for them. It will be too late for them. And so we are the Abrahams, because there are two mindsets out there. There are two mindsets. There are those that when you put TBC in front of them, they will look for the obstacles in the opportunity. But the go-getters, they look for the opportunity in the obstacles, because the go-getter knows that if there are no obstacles, the opportunity doesn't worth it. And so whatever your obstacles that you're going through now, it will work. Whatever the obstacles you're going through will work the opportunity. Will work the opportunity. So this is a global house that the world has never seen. None of us have never seen the completion of this house. But by faith, we leap, knowing that leaders look towards the future with a new vision. Leaders look to the future with a new vision. And we who are in the foundation, we are the leaders in TBC. And so we look to the future. We are the ones that when we look around for an opportunity, and we find none, we create the opportunity. That's what TBC is doing. Create the opportunity. When you look around and you don't see it, you create it, and we will leave a trail for others to follow. We will leave a trail for others to follow. And so don't be dismayed. This is a house that the world has never seen. Do not write people off. They will come back and be your spoon and your knife and your fork. They will come back and be your dining table, your bedroom, your bedspread, your air condition, your Jaguar, your hotel. They will come back and be that. So don't write them off. Don't write them off. And you will do in the beginning, you will do a lot of things that you're not going to get paid for. You're not going to get paid for a lot of things that you do in the beginning. But if you stick with what you're doing, if you be consistent and persistent in your conviction, you will get paid for a lot of things that you do not do either. You will get paid for a lot of things that you do not do, but you have to be consistent. You have to take the insult. You have to carry the vision of TBC. We have to bring the vision down this year. That's what TBC mandate is. We need to duplicate. We need to get on fire. We need to take control of our own economy. Who is going to do it for us? A lot of you are not cash flowing. Now I am getting deep now. Mr. Abundance is getting deep. I was on the surface, but I am now going deep. A lot of you are not cash flowing. Ask yourself, why are you not cash flowing? Because Earl Nightingale says that life will always reward you in the exact proportion to your contribution and service. That's what Earl Nightingale says. Life will always reward you in the exact proportion to your contribution and service. And so ask yourself, why am I not cash flowing in this phase? Because there are 4 phases: concept, distribution, concept, production, distribution, and the economic stage, the exchange stage, of which TBC has already announced 2020 is our year of economy. In 2020, Bitcoin now is enjoying its 4th stages. Admin already told us that our stage is coming next year. How much TBC do you have? How much TBC do you have? And so, join us. Now, I'm going to share some videos, because you are not cash flowing because you are not taking the time to understand TBC. You are not taking the time to carve the diamond feel that you have management over, because that is what it is. It is a private society, and the Kringles are used as a medium of exchange within the society. Nobody owns the Kringle. The Kringle is owned by the society. Do you own the money in your country? You put your money in your bank, and the government can tell you you cannot touch it. You don't own your currency. We are all owners of the currency in the private society called Kringles, the Kringles private society. And I want all my friends who are talking about they don't know about TBC, they don't know, there's so many scammers, there's so many. Admin has already told us that we have graduated about a month ago, because admin knows that TBC has already gone through the Security Exchange Commission of the United States, the SEC. We have already gone through that. Members were pulled down to Washington, D.C. to give account of what we're doing. We are not, our TBC is not backed by anything. We are not backed by anything. We are not offering any financial instrument. And so when you're offering a financial instrument, it is backed by an asset. It is backed by money. TBC is not backed by anything, but we are pegged to membership, and we are pegged to grains of gold. And so as the membership grows, as gold grows and appreciate, so grows our TBC. It's a difference between backed and pegged with something. And so as I bring this to a close, I don't even know how many minutes I've gone through, but I want to do a video of a young man that he let me share the screen, and forgive me, this is my first time I'm sharing, so I want to play. I want to play this video of Mr. is a young boy by the name of Eric Finman. The teacher told him that he should just drop out and go and work for McDonald's. And so I want you to listen to his story, because the economy of tomorrow is not about working hard. It's about working smart. The way how wealth are going to be created, it's all about smart investment. And so here we have a teenager who invested at the age of 12 and is now a multimillionaire in the cryptocurrency space. So we will listen to him.
I was 18 years old when I made my first $1 million. It felt pretty great. Felt great. Towards some Lamborghinis. There's a dealership in Newport Beach that takes Bitcoin for Lamborghinis. I'm Eric Finman, and I am one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires in the world. This is the place. We got a lot of beds here. I have a lot of friends over. I don't really like cuddling, so that's why I have a lot of beds. Pretty minimalistic, so I don't like to have too many clothes. That's pretty much it. I like to just live a life of gym t-shirt and gym shorts perpetually. Hey, if you got money, why don't you have to dress nice? I check my Bitcoin every 30 minutes, so I get a notification of the price. So I originally got into Bitcoin when I was just 12 years old, when it was about $10, $12 a coin. And I had one of my brothers, he really got into it, and we were very close. And then we really got into all this Bitcoin stuff. I was very fortunate enough to have kind of a grandmother. She had an extra $1,000 to give her kids for a scholarship fund. So I put that $1,000 into Bitcoin. So I was able to amass about 400 plus Bitcoins. So there you go. So this is Purse. This is a website that allows you to buy things off of Amazon, and then it also gives you a discount because you're using Bitcoin rather than all the fees of credit cards and all that stuff.
What do you use to check your Bitcoin?
So that's where I have a hardware key to check. I have a hard drive that I keep securely.
Stay away from it.
Stay away from Bitcoin.
Well, it's a mirage, basically.
It is a disruptive technology.
It's not regulated. It can't be tracked, and it tends to attract people who are doing illegal things.
There are a couple people, kind of top politicians, some Wall Street people. They're saying that Bitcoin is not going to work out, and Bitcoin is kind of used for bad things, and that recently has affected the price because politicians and Wall Street people are very afraid of what Bitcoin will do to them and their industry. So school was maybe not the best thing for me, to say the least. I didn't really particularly enjoy it. I had a lot of teachers that were maybe not the most positive. One teacher told me to drop out and work at McDonald's because that's all I'll ever amount to in life. So I left. I dropped out when I was 15, and I went to start an education company that would help people learn better. It was to give people access to good teachers if you didn't have any locally. I wonder how I came up with that idea.
People ever call you Smarty Pants?
No.
No, maybe they should. Eric Finman is the founder of Botangle.
I think you can learn 1,000 million times more on the internet than in the classroom. Everything is there for you. You just need to have the motivation. Most people think that they have to go through this traditional path and they have to do this, and I'm kind of more aware that that's maybe not so much the case. I think about how can I completely do something my way. So if this is the traditional way of doing it, if I thought about how to redo this from scratch, how could I do that? And I think career, that was one. You know, school, that was two. You know, three. You know, kind of currency, Bitcoin, and all that stuff. That's what I think is that, in the sense that society and the world's rules limit you in so many ways. If you completely rethought about how you can do something your way, completely from scratch, what would that look like?
All right, so that was Eric Finman, and he's there. He's actually telling us what he did and how I'm now trying to get my screen back. I'm now trying to yes, get my screen back. All right. Now I am. Yes. I'm now trying to yes. Okay. All right. So welcome. I'm now seeing you guys coming in. Mr. Abundance, always love listening to you. Educative and informational. All right, so welcome. I'm now seeing you guys coming in. Mr. Abundance, always love listening to you. Educative and I don't know why I'm having a delay and I'm having some feedback here. Wow. I'm having a delay and I'm having some feedback. I don't know where that sound is coming from. Wow. It's terrible. Let me see. All right. I'm not too sure if you guys can hear me. I think type something if you can hear me. All right. So I think I'm live and I'm watching my screen and I'm watching my stream at the same time. So I think that, but I'm now seeing you guys. I'm seeing a lot of you now here. And so let me, yes, I am trying to get back. I am trying to get back in my, one moment, you have joined. I don't know. I think I'm now messing up this thing. I think I had it good, but I now off stream and okay, there you go. Yes, let me see. I think I'm watching it again. Okay, that's what they're saying there now. I can't believe I'm watching the stream at the same time. I now came out of the and now I can't. I don't even know where I am right now. So I am watching the live stream, and I want to get back into the page, but it's not allowing me. So I don't know what am I doing. Okay, let me see what am I doing here. I'm seeing I am live over here. It says I am live here, but that's all I am seeing. I'm seeing all my faces. So tell me, what am I not doing? All right, so I think I would just end this, and somebody will tell me what I did wrong tomorrow, because I am not sure where I am now. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. He said you're joining Hangout here. Before you join, you should understand that people don't. Okay, but all right, Steve is on the video call. You are to join Hangout on the Steve is on the video call to join. But I'm not too sure what's that to take me there. My video. All right. I guess this is where I end. I think I missed. I don't know. I'm still searching to see where I am. But embedded in the message. Okay. All right. So I think this is where it is. All right. So I think I am back to where I started out. So just let me finish that. I said, you know, whatever is worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can get it right. So I'm making all my mistakes in my first video. I went out, I did not know how to get back in. Now I see that I am in because at least my son told me you can't be watching the video and live at the same time. But you know, I am not seeing you guys in the chat. But when I was watching myself, I was seeing you guys. But I don't know why I'm not seeing anybody, you know. But when I was watching myself, I mean, I see everybody in the group. So I don't know what am I not doing. So somebody need to tell me what should you be doing, Mr. Abundance, so that you can get this thing right. We have to get it right. You know, I have to get it right. All right, so I just want to thank all of you who have joined me for my first broadcast. Was it bad? You need to grade Abundance. You need to grade Mr. Abundance. And so, what shall I leave with you? I cannot fail Professor Julius. You know, you have to pick on somebody. And so in my group that in that leadership group, I need to pick on somebody. And so Professor Julius is the one that always comes to mind. And when I'm ending my broadcast, I normally leave a quote. And so what shall I leave today? What shall I leave today? Life is a fight for territory. And if you fail to fight for what you want, what you do not want will take over. Life is a fight for territory. And if you fail to fight for, by the way, what is your territory? What is your territory that you're fighting for? That if you do not take charge of it, it will take charge of you. You want to know when you are sick or your children are sick, that you can take them to any hospital in the world and get the best care. That's what you want. You want to know that you can send your children to any university in the world of your choice. That's what you're fighting for. You want to know when you look at that house downtown Manhattan, when you look at that house downtown London or in Singapore, that you can say how much it is. 6 million euro. The next question you ask, who do I pay? That's what we are fighting for. You want to be able to look at any hotel around the world and say, that is mine. That is what you're fighting for. You want to be able to go back to the school and make a contribution. You want to be able to walk in, look at the children that are in the classroom, because you now came to fulfill your purpose and said, I would like to put a science department on this school. I would like to put a fence. I would like to give you proper bathrooms. I would like to do it. I would like to contribute to society. I said you should never be the same in TBC, not while you're listening to Mr. Abundance. You should never be the same. And so if what you want, you're not willing to fight for, then what you do not want will take over. What you do not want will take over. What are the things that you do not want? Ask yourself, what are the things you do not want to be disturbing your neighbor? You do not want to have to be begging, even for airtime, because you do not have airtime. You do not want that. But if you fail to fight for your territory, that is what shall be your portion. That is what shall be your portion. And so I thank you for joining me. And so, Professor Julius, life is a fight for territory. And if we fail to fight for what we want, and our territory is on the platform of TBC, the abundance-based coin. The mission is to eradicate poverty and to create abundance. That is my name, Mr. Abundance. And so thank you. Share this video. Get back to the person that invited you. Get a TBC, not just join. What is in joining? You join, you get 25,000 cookies, 250 Kringles, 2,200 US dollars. That's all you get. That's all you get. So you think I would waste my time just to recruit somebody for recruiting's sake? That's not Mr. Abundance. I leave that for the others who want to do that. But I am here to show the vision. I am here to show the vision of TBC and to live the abundant life. It is possible. It is possible. And so let all of us put our hands to the wheel, because we want to bring down the curtain of our economy in TBC by December 31st. By December 31st, when you look at anything, there should be no restriction as to what you can buy. With your Kringles, why have $100 million in crypto asset and you can't use it?